welcome to Knock and Chew Out. Hold on, I got to set up my computer. I gotta fix my bangs because I didn't get a chance because I stepped outside to go to 7-Eleven for a second and I thought I would be back in time. No thanks, if I wanted to watch hentai I would have done it. There we go. Hi there.
I actually came up here just to say good luck. I'll see you out.
That car door slam was really gnarly though.
You're welcome, Sam. Tony, it's not your problem anymore. Sammy, I'm gonna come for you.
They blurred it away. I hate that they're blurring the obvious away because if you, I know you guys probably don't know, but Braun Breaker's match with Seth Rollins, they blurred out his whole face completely in the replay. So if you want to watch that whole match all over again, it's all blurred out. And I'm like, dude, everybody knows what happened, so there's no point in hiding.
It took Sami Zayn 25 years to reach the top of the mountain. 9 days later, he's got to defend it blindly. You want to be champion? You need to defend the title against all comers. Well, you were leaving voicemails. I've secured a replacement to face Sami Zayn.
Also, I found out why that episode of NXT was pre-recorded. It's because Tony D'Angelo's wife had a baby the night either on or before, the night of NXT. So I guess with that news being out, they decided to pre-record an episode because they weren't gonna drop everything and cancel. So I guess that was smart. It's a little boy. I think his name is Lorenzo or something related to that name. Like, it's Lorenzo, but it's spelled a little differently. By the way, do you like my new shirt? I found it at Five Below. The only digital circus shirt they had, and it was a large one. They had an extra large, and I was like, no, because I sometimes have no problem buying extra large clothes because I know the shrinking methods when I wash it. So I was like, I could do that, but sometimes I don't like doing that with extra large clothes because they take maybe 10 or 12 washes just to get it down, to half the size I want. Like, basically up to this side. This is a regular large, and I'm like, yeah, this could shrink down into a medium with just probably 5 to 6 washes. But 12, no, that's too much soap and water that I do not have time for.
Smackdown live from the Honeycomb Center here in Oklahoma City.
You're back, man.
Now, folks, before we get to the big business at hand, I just want to take a moment to address my professional situation. As many of you know, I was involved in a physical altercation a couple of weeks ago after the Night of Champions event. And while I'd like to say that I feel completely justified,
Yeah, we stepped out for McDonald's. I thought I could be back in time to do my bangs, but I was like, nah. But at least it's completely dry now. Because it was a little damp when I left, and now it's completely dry because, you know, so my brother had the windows open, so it's completely blown.
Which brings us to this moment right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new undisputed WWE
No. That's what I thought. That's what I thought Sami Zayn would do. And guess who had a rebuttal to say about, like, you know, the whole Sami and CM Punk situation? Ricochet, because of course he always has to talk crap about WWE, even though he has such a perfect life on AEW. Always has to react and commentate on the company that he felt like, you know, wronged him. I mean, yeah, I get he wronged you, and I won't lie about that. But dude, move on. You have a perfect life in AEW. Why are you still held on to the past? You can't save everyone. Use this as a coaster. Is Bayley heading to AEW? I don't think so. That's always the, like, you know, the question people are asking, but she kind of made it clear that she doesn't want to leave. Not everyone has to renew their contract right away, because let's say Bayley does leave WWE, AEW is not the only option. I'm pretty sure Honor of Glory and places like TNA would take her in a heartbeat.
Before I come out in front of a live audience and I wonder what the hell I'm going to say. 3 words come to mind. I missed you.
The feeling's mutual.
Over the last 2.5 months, I have been negotiating with WWE management, NBC Universal, and the USA Network, spearheaded by this gentleman, Smackdown General Manager Nick Aldis, to bring me here to Smackdown. Last Monday night, those negotiations were expedited. I got a phone call saying that the undisputed WWE champion needed a challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, when championship opportunities fall out of the sky, CM Punk catches them.
That's what he said in his recent post or interview, but I found that kind of trolling.
I got in my car, I drove across town to the Allstate Arena, and now I can stand here and ask you the question: is it great to be alive on a Friday night in Oklahoma City as the new undisputed WWE champion, or what? wrestlers, I am certainly not like other champions. If you saw what I did on Monday Night Raw with the Heavyweight Championship, I intend to be that champion Friday nights on Smackdown. That means wrestling on television. That means defending this belt any chance I get. Because when you call yourself the best in the world, well, folks, I don't do it just because it's fun to be cocky. I do it because it puts the pressure on me. I like to draw a target on my back because I know that locker room is filled with hungry, talented individuals that want what I have.
Is Ivy finally getting her push for a title shot? Ivy Nile. I haven't heard about Ivy in a while, so no. Last I heard, Ivy Nile was in a bodybuilding competition.
Come and get it. If you think you have what it takes to wrestle the best in the world, come wrestle it. I am not hard to find, and I will defend this belt with my blood and my sweat and my tears, and I will do it for all of you. Sami Zayn.
He called him a motherfucker.
On social media.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I understand how you feel.
lots of
If
profanity.
you want a shot, you certainly deserve a rematch. I'll give you a shot. Let's see who else. Who else is in that locker room? Gunter. Gunter, hell.
Oh dear. Now we're gonna have a triple threat with these guys.
But we're not strangers.
It won't make it all any better.
Both remember what happened last
Did I
time.
watch AEW Beach Break? I mean, I saw some highlights of it, but I could be wrong about. I could be wrong, like about the one you're talking about specifically. But yeah, I saw a couple of stuff like what you call it, Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné attacking a few people. Some person called Willow Nightingale, and I kind of like her. I've seen her ring work, and it's pretty nice. And I'm like, this is how plus size people, the kind of attention plus size wrestlers should get. But no, WWE doesn't want to listen and only cater to just the what you call it, the only one plus size woman they have that come from a prestigious family.
Trick Williams. Who else he has?
But if it makes you feel any better, WWE has recently signed two new Australian tag team. So be advised, I do not know their names because frankly, I think even if I did, they would probably change them anyway. So there's no point in learning their old name if they're gonna get new names. But we might be in for an Australian tag team, and I'm like, an Australian tag team. I love the good Aussie wrestlers and all, but I don't think we ever had an Australian tag team. An Australian has paired with one of the superstars before. They look decent enough though, and hopefully their work speaks for them. If they got a sign from WWE, they must be worth something. So who knows? We might see an Australian NXT superstar tag team just show up.
The entire landscape of Smackdown of that WWE Championship has completely changed.
WWE simply doesn't like tag team wrestling. No, there's just not enough tag teams There's just not enough tag teams, and the tag teams they always make up, it doesn't really hit as well as WWE tries to make them out to be. So sure, I like Damian Priest and RTruth and all, but even they weren't going to hold They weren't gonna hold up all the hype. They don't know how to book tag team. They just give it to tag team belts to factions. I know. Well, not in RTruth and Damian Priest case.
How's your eye? It looks a lot worse than it feels. You didn't come out here to ask me about my eye, so what do you want to talk
How's your ear? That's what I want to ask. That's what I would have said. They were in the same faction. Yes, loophole.
It's funny because the last time we were standing in the ring, this situation mirrored it. You were talking to me,
What's my favorite WWE wrestler?
I distinctly remember you saying championship opportunities that fall out of the sky. That's what happened Monday, right? A championship opportunity fell out of the sky, fell right into your lap. You caught it.
Which do I want Punk to feud with? He should have feuded with Cody all this time, but for whatever reason they decided to do Sami and Cody and Gunter. And hey, it looks like it can still happen. It's just that not in the way we wanted it, really. What's my favorite male wrestler? I'm not really sure because it changes constantly. But I'm very fond of people like Javon Evans, Danhausen, and Obafemi, Penta, and also, well, sometimes Dominic, but just not right now because he's not fighting really. Hi there.
But I don't think you and I can run away from each other anymore.
You should have never ran off in the first place.
I don't think we can. The last time we were in this ring again, I'm reminded when I was champion.
My favorite wrestler is Dolph Ziggler and TNA RTruth. I never saw RTruth's TNA ring work, so sorry I can't say it. But Dolph Ziggler, yes! I miss him so dearly, but he's doing a perfect job and having a perfect life in TNA, so I am happy for him all the time. He's definitely getting the respect and attention he deserves from there.
SummerSlam.
He just offered Sami Zayn a rematch and Cody Rhodes goes up and steals it. I would be mad too. Sami Zayn gonna come out now, or
Looks like it's official. The main event of SummerSlam. CM Punk defends the undisputed WWE Championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
nah? I think Gunter or Sami Zayn's gonna attack him.
One simple word spoken. When. Just say when.
Ooh, don't get gay now.
SummerSlam is only 3 weeks
Cause I do not want to make a fanfic out of you. I do not want to make a fanfic out of you guys.
And now, right here on Smackdown, as big of a headline for as epic a match was just made. A championship to be had at SummerSlam. It's it, undisputed champion, CM Punk.
What is Rhea's best feud? I don't know, cause I don't remember. I do remember some of them, but not all of them.
And Wade, bear with you so much to digest to start this Friday Night Smackdown. Your reaction, we got
Her feuds with Liv Morgan were her feuds with Liv Morgan were good, but that was of course because Liv Morgan was alone.
gravitational pulls, box office, perfection. What a way to start SmackDown here in Oklahoma City as we head backstage now to the great Kathy.
Her feud with Charlotte wasn't bad either.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I am here with Jade Cargill, Meechin, and BFAB. Jade,
Oh my gosh, I love that outfit, Jade Cargill. That's the best denim outfit I've seen you have.
so can you give any insight as to why?
And she always has to have reflective triangles every single time. But I loved how it has chains on her halter collar and on her belt. BFAB's necklace is not that bad either. I like how they kind of have matching ones. Jade has regular chains and
because Charlotte, you get a front row seat to watch Jade snap your little foot Alexa in half like the twig that she is. As you all know, Kathy, I'm gonna put on a show.
Jade has regular chains and BFAB has spikes and Meechin has a barbed wire choker. That's pretty cool.
That match coming up later tonight, but let's get into the action.
I like how sharp you look, Kathy. but that outfit is so basic. That definitely belongs in like an 80s movie. What's my favorite wrestling move? I can't remember wrestling moves like ever. I mean, sure, I probably know some of them, but only as I'm watching it. I can't really name a few wrestling moves I love. Maybe like Razor's Edge and also Oblivion. That's the only ones I could come up with the top of my head. But my nephews would know every move of the WWE superstars because they're bigger fans than I am, honestly. They've been WWE fans since they were like 9. I grew up with WWE my whole life, but I wasn't fully into it until I was 15 years old.
Why are we fighting? Start there.
I like the Black Hole Slam from Abyss TNA. I have no idea what that is. And if I do, maybe they go by a different name.
Who's the next big thing? Like Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker has got that dog in him. Nova Femi! I think we gotta pull the trigger on somebody. There's so many.
Now watching the World Cup. I am, but I'm not really at the same time. I did watch the Colombia and versus Belgium game though. I'm like, oh man, Colombia. At this point, really, people I think are just counting on a Spanish team to win.
It might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there.
My favorite wrestling move is the most dangerous 3-letter RKO. Yes, because that's not obvious.
It's everybody's money.
I feel good. I feel ready.
Underrated female wrestler right now: Kendall Gray, Shotzi, Wendy Chu, and Sky Blue. I have no idea who Sky Blue is, but Kendall Gray, she's champion, so you can't really say that now. And Shotzi, she's doing perfectly fine in Honor of Glory and MJW, so she's good. I just saw her on Instagram chilling with Zaya Lee and also Chelsea Green at their house. So. So they're having fun and having a blast. Wendy Chu, she's on Evolve and she's just perfectly happy training the other wrestlers. Sky Blue's in AEW. Don't tell me about AEW wrestlers because the only way I would know them is if they're former WWE fans or if I look at their faces, because some non-WWE wrestlers that converted to AEW I do know, but only by face, not by name at all. I thought Wendy Chu was underrated. I was a big fan of lots of her matches. I mean, she wasn't a superstar, but she was pretty solid. I know. Yeah, I like Wendy Chu, and I kind of like how she's combining all three of her gimmicks now. Like, she has her slumber party gimmick, and then her nightmare gimmick, and then finally she has her, like, fighter gimmick. So I'm glad that she has all of them in her Titantron for those who don't watch not AEW, Evolve. What do I think of Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate? I haven't been like fully on board with the whole Hurt Syndicate like story when it comes to Bobby Lashley and Sheldon Benjamin in AEW, but I have heard a couple things. Is Ricochet in that group now? Because that's the last I heard. He probably always been there, but I'm just saying, like, now is he a full legit member?
What a great crowd we have here in Oklahoma City. Ricky Stupacy is here, the UFC middleweight former champ. By the way, Conor McGregor returns to the Octagon tomorrow against Max Holloway. UFC 329 is Saturday night.
I've seen plenty of interviews of MVP shitting on Triple H though. No, MJF was part of the group for a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah, I think I do remember that, but they totally backstabbed him, or at least he backstabbed him or them or something. I don't know, one or the other. Cause I know MJF is a heel character who wouldn't stay in a group that long. I need to blow my nose.
Dangerous brother duo. Wait, it didn't take long for Finn Balor to find out what they're all about.
Where else is it next? Oh yeah, what's that got to do with me?
It's got everything to do with you, Finn. The massive Tama Tonga launches a vicious attack.
I'm closing the books on everything on my past.
Huh.
Yes, everything from the past. There's a long-standing history.
Sheldon Benjamin might be the most underrated wrestler in history. Was phenomenal in WWE. Sorry, I wasn't alive long enough to see him in his prime. I only saw him when he was actually in the Hurt Business. Who would trust him, MJF? I wouldn't, because every time I hear about him, I hear stories of nothing but betrayals, and I'm like, damn, like, is that guy ever gonna get like a babyface run? Because it seems like ever since he was in AEW, he's been nothing but a heel. It's like their favorite heel of all time.
What an unbelievable rapid pace early on here.
That's AEW, CM Punk, I guess. Okay, that's good. My bangs are fine.
Tama Tonga, just when Finn was in prime position, and with that, Tama Tonga takes advantage. Closing the book on relationship, of course. Tama and Tama closing that book on the relationship.
Technically, the Queen of fans chant he's our favorite bad guy. Yeah, there's heels like those, so I could totally believe that. There's heels like that everywhere.
Red hot start to Friday Night Smackdown. Finn Balor and Tama Tonga going at it after moments ago. We saw CM Punk and Cody Rhodes face to face in the ring, and now they are set to have a championship match at SummerSlam.
Tonga into the equation. That's arguably a 3-on-1 situation, not 2-on-1. Tama comes off the steel steps. But look, Finn Balor cannot be surprised at all about this, knowing full well just how cutthroat this man Tama Tonga is. This was exactly the kind of playbook they used together during their time in Japan. Something freakishly intimidating about the aggression of Tama Tonga and the sheer size and power of Tama Tonga. And Balor can barely stand up, getting close to a count-out situation here, Joe. It's a lethal combination. As we have a 9 count and then Finn with to roll back in and just continue the beatdown. Tama Tonga brutalizing him with a series of right hands. That's exactly
I
what
will say
Tama
his promos always get me interested. Yeah, I always find articles about him, good reads, and I'm like, damn, this is probably why, like, you know, yeah, AEW is still interesting. He just has a lot to make, to make up for his size. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Tama Tonga, that is such bad face makeup because look at it. It's been 1 minute already, and it's been like 2 minutes already, and that makeup is already smeared off. As a semi-professional cosplayer, I have to say that makeup that smears that fast is not good. I need to bulk up. Shows how amazing of a performer MJF is because he gets all the vibes like he's a larger than life when he's not in real life. Yes. Good things come in small packages, that kind of bullcrap. Jeff Hardy has the best makeup. Oh yes, of course he does, but at least it doesn't smear off like, 2 minutes in the match. It takes like hours for it to smear off. Because face makeup will always smear off, but it doesn't smear off like literally 2 minutes in. Even us, because makeup didn't smear that much.
Next level athleticism of Finn Balor is the only reason he's still in this fight, much for the frustration of the massive talent.
Swerve is the second best promo. Oh yes, I like him too. I hear good stuff about him too. But unlike Ricochet, Swerve might have bad blow in WWE, but he doesn't whine and cry and react about it though. He only did for like one time, but that was like a phase, and then after that, he lived his life in AEW, and he's like, oh well.
And now meeting up here on Smackdown in Oklahoma City. Balor is such a sleek mover, but he's had to show some real grit and durability so far in this one. But there's that sleek movement. Look at him put it away right here. Just getting the shoulder up is Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga hurting in a bad way now, was closing in on victory moments ago. Just shows you the level that Finn Balor can reach. Balor was attacked by Tama Tonga, that intimidating force that stands ringside, looking at his older brother in the midst of a battle deep into the waters of this matchup here on Smackdown. Balor trying to turn back the clock and get back to that guy that had the world buzzing about 10 years ago. He's looking every inch. That top tier star that will knock the wind out of anyone. He hooks the leg right here.
Ricochet is getting better on the mic. He get out of his comfort shoes. I just need him to slow down in ring. He would be golden. I know. That's what I keep on saying. He has a perfect life in AEW, but he always has to talk shit about WWE. And like, true, it's almost like he wants to try to persuade the wrestlers to come to AEW. And I'm like, bruh, would you just let people decide on their own what's good for them and stop trying to basically groom people into going into your company just because you feel like they're going to do them wrong? Let them find out on their own. That's the whole point of learning your lesson. You can't save everyone. What do you think of Enzo and Cash coming back? I know. I already said they might come back, at least like Enzo more so, but they said that he would come back in NXT someday. I don't know when, but they said someday. This gets boring really, really fast. I'm not telling you to stay here. Oh. My opinion, I'm retired as a fan. That's fine. I have to assume you're only here to talk WWE, because if you're just here to stare at my face all night long, that's creepy. I'm not gonna flash a tit. The NXT, yeah, they said he would come back to NXT because, that's where Enzo started and all, but I have no idea. I feel like they just said that just to, give people false hope. But either way, Enzo's doing just fine. I follow Enzo, and he seems to be doing just fine in the, back and forth companies he always goes to.
Carmelo Hayes. Mello, last week you shot your shot. Trick Williams, United States Championship.
And that Finn Balor win was kind of weak because I feel like they just, just want to move on.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but 2 words we're not going to talk about me is prove he deserved. Because all I've done is prove, and all I do is deserve. Okay, you know what, last week? God, maybe you were right. Sometimes I did come short. But what's your excuse? I'm only human. God, he makes a great sidekick for Trick Williams.
Only Enzo had great on the mic.
All your top songs have only been features. Let's talk
I believe he's great on the mic.
Trick Williams. People say your name, they say Aura, they say superstar. That's valid.
Wrestlers don't have to always be tough and tall. I mean, like buff and tall.
That's been battle tested, that's been dragged through the mud, that's been pushed to the side, that's been overlooked as many times as Carmelo Hayes. And I'm not going to catchphrase you to death like Trick would. But Melo don't freaking miss. And that is not a catchphrase. That is a lifestyle. And tonight, my aim has never been more clear, Captain. This is my moment to prove what Trick Williams already knows, and that is that I am him. I can't believe Team USA lost. There's unfit. You Americans are better eating hot dog. Why don't you say the real football? The one that you kick with your foot to the Europeans.
Whoa, that Judgment Day Damian Priest RTruth shirt looks so cool.
Hold on. Real sick of these games. Aldous is here tonight. Go talk to him so we can take these off you. No, War Warriors. We have 72.
Uh-oh.
Okay? appetite. What's up, man? What's up, boo? Got a question, bro. I'm looking for somebody. You about this high? You know what I'm saying? Man, boy, it kind of look like Keisha. That my solo? Yes. Dog, his kids, he get on themselves. Solo's babysitting. Just happy. If you see him, man, let him know I'm looking for him. I got you. All right. Deserve it. What's up, boss? True. You see boy Solo little there? My keys? I never seen him a day before in my life. But if you do see him, I'll just change. What's up,
If you do see him, hide your chain. That's because he called him Devo. Also, I love that what you call it jersey that Jimmy Uso has on right now. It has caution tape to represent Naomi, and I love that.
Let's go to the ring.
He got a Naomi inspired
Why
jersey.
you do that?
I've told you, Royce Keys is not our problem.
Let that go.
They want Tama Tonga to be something, but he's a bland wrestler. He can't do anything because there's no one really that tall enough to match up to his same kind of power that he has. That's why I see no point in bringing tall guys into WWE if you're not gonna have enough tall guys to fight each other.
Why are we fighting?
The only person he could really fight is Damian Priest, Gunter, and Obafemi, because those are literally the only tall guys really right now.
The finality.
The last time will indeed be now.
Why is everything? Who's the next big thing? Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker has got that dog.
Did you see that Stink's son is a wrestler now? He looks exactly like him. I've heard stories about that, but that was months ago, and I thought he was just training. But if he actually meant it, that's great. I did hear that he's gonna represent his dad so hard when he said he was going to do his run.
You hear that all the time. Just give me a second.
No one walks away. Escapes.
And if I get dinged up in the middle of a match, you quit. What's it say about me?
Breaker lands on the back of his neck. He's okay.
I'll run through a wall for this meeting. Real things happen. They might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there. What we do is fine. I'm disappointed in myself.
It's not just your money that depends on it.
What do you
It's
think?
everybody's money.
I feel good.
What do you think of short men and women in wrestling?
I had to put it.
The same way I think about tall people in wrestling. People who want to entertain and fight really good.
Everyone came behind me.
This is everything I've ever worked for.
There's nothing that I won't do.
Size doesn't matter to me.
Is now.
This is a moment they're going to replay for years.
Watch the next one.
Physique don't matter to me either. You could be plus size and as long as you wrestle good. I feel like they never really get the opportunity like the taller wrestler. That's WWE's fault. That's WWE's fault that they want to be biased. I believe in tons of wrestlers. If they want it that bad, they'll make it happen. Not everything has to be because the boss tells you to. If they won't notice you, you gotta make them notice you. Darby is a true babyface champion. Yes, I hear nice stuff about him.
Speaking of SummerSlam, Wade, man, oh man, do we have a headline. Oh, wow, we heard it earlier tonight. It is now officially official. Two of the biggest names in history. They are going to collide for the WWE Championship as CM Punk defends against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam in 3 weeks' time in Minnesota.
I understand that you're on a mental health break because that's what you requested and I gave it to you, okay? That's why you're not here tonight. I am the GM, okay, in case you forgot. So yes, I do have the authority to make the match between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Now, if you'll excuse... First lady.
Made a really big mistake. But I'm here right now. Right now, I could get you out to the hospital and be going right away, but I'm not here for that. I want to give you a chance to fix this thing. Deep down, in the ring with the champions. I don't care if it's Cody, I don't care if it's Punk, or I don't care if it's both at the same time. You know, and I know, that's where I belong. So I give you till the end of the night to fix this.
You could always have a match at Saturday Night Main Event and call it a day. Adam Page. I mean, I know of Adam Page, and I know of his time in WWE, but I wasn't really watching NXT at the time when he was in NXT, so sorry to say I don't really know much about Adam Page. But I do know he's happy in AEW and much more better over there.
That family dynamic surrounding Jimmy and so it is not so brother. It's not even more complicated. Let's just get right to this. There's only one reason why we right here on Smackdown. Hey, Solo, how about you bring your ass on out here?
Uh-oh. Did they change Royce Keith's song? I think they did.
Well, that's not Solo, but it is a problem. Problems don't come much bigger than this man, the monster himself.
Yeah, they totally changed Royce Keith's song for what? I kind of like that little harmonica thing at the beginning of his song. I hate how WWE expects us to get used to new songs, but then they just drop newer songs right like months before. They def rev on Royce Keith, exactly. I don't see why. And now, but I don't really see why they had to do it for Ethan Page, because why are you gonna keep the same beat of the song, but just cut the ego part off? Well, they didn't completely cut off the ego part, but they just put it in the most random chorus lines, and I'm like, what?
Business is affecting everyone around here, and it's starting to affect me. You know what, Royce? Family business tonight. Tonight, it's all about OTC business. The OTC. The man you run plays for. The OTC who's not even here. What?
Well, this is not how I wanted their match to be like, but oh well.
Royce. Tight. So let's keep it like that. You could say
want Ilya Dragunov to hold the world title and have hard-hitting European-style wrestling with Gunter and Asian talents. I don't see that happening, unfortunately, as much as we want it. Ilya Dragunov is I think, on the alumni list.
And you don't tell us what to do.
By the way, Sheamus has been taken off the alumni list. Well, maybe not. I could be wrong, but he did post his goodbye message today. I mean, can't dream, can he? Dreaming is non-existent when it comes to WWE to me because they always ruin it.
You talk about family. You know how many family members I lost, Jim? Huh? You know that? Your family has brother fighting brother, cousin fighting cousin. You know, I wish I was some family members. I wish I could give them a hug. I wish I could text them. I wish I could call. You know, I ain't got no family. But for the last 14 years, this man has been my brother. And I refuse to let him fall. Out of respect, listen to me loud and clear. You're gonna cross a line that you can't come back from. Do you understand me? Jim, I ain't gonna come here to fight tonight. But guess what? It looked like there's a line right there. And I just crossed. You crazier than I thought. You think you can take on me and Jake? We will put a beat to you. The worst beat the bloodlines ever put on anybody.
I like heavy-hitting wrestlers or good mat work like Daniel Bryan or
There ain't no we here, Big Jim.
Lola. I have no idea who that is.
This one's on
Daniel
you.
Bryan, yes, and Samoa Joe, yes. They do. Well, Daniel Bryan is retired, I know that, but Samoa Joe, I hear nice stuff about him. He's doing pretty well for himself. But I do miss his commentary here, though.
Okay, then. Won't look like it's Big Jim. And your ass across the line. So, Nick Aldis, let's get a referee out here. Make this whole thing official. You can't come back from this no more, Royce. Because that line right there. Big Jim goes
Oh.
on Royce. Well,
I didn't mean that. Not him saying I didn't mean that.
Jake said there ain't no we. And Big Jim is finding out plenty about Royce. Looks like we're getting that match next. Why are we fighting? Start there.
Cena's retiring. We know there is a finality.
The last time will indeed be now. The why is everything.
Who's the next big thing?
Like Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker has got that dog in him. Hell of a Femi.
I think we gotta pull the trigger on somebody.
There's so many great new people. Who's next? That's the one.
Literally the last thing you want for your dancing partner in the ring is to get hurt. Oh, I'm okay. You hear that all the time in the ring. Just give me a second.
No one walks away. Escapes.
And if I get dinged up in the middle of the match and quit, what's it say about me? Breaker lands on the back of his neck!
That was a good pro segment by Ricky, yes. At least he's actually doing something.
It might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there.
What we do is vital.
From the top row,
I'm disappointed in myself.
it's not just your money that depends on it, it's everybody's money.
I feel good. I feel ready. I know the work that I had to put in.
The
This has consumed me for 23 years.
You needed to change things for everyone who came behind me.
This is everything I've ever worked for.
There's nothing that I won't do.
The future is now.
This is a moment they're gonna replay for years.
Watch the next one.
Hi. What's my name? You can see it in the bio. I don't really like saying my real name out loud on this channel. You can see it. You can see it in the bio. But people on this channel call me KK. Random question: what's the best fusion in Monster High? I've vaguely seen Freaky Fusion, but I won't lie. Cleo and Toralei were a really good Freaky Fusion. If only, wait, I could see it right now. I was like, wait, I could look it up online to see what they actually were. Cause yes, I do know what Freaky Fusion is, but I really vaguely remember it because that's like the one Monster High movie I didn't really care to watch. But I did think the doll line were good.
Royce Keys came out and Jimmy Uso and said, "You mentioned my name twice, and I'm willing to cross the line."
Yo, Big Jim and, of course, Jacob Fatu, they turned up here on Smackdown tonight with a mission from the OTC to speak to Solo Sikoa and bring him back into the bloodline family. Things have gone horribly awry. First law of the streets, keep Royce Keys' name out the old mouth.
This is a youngster looking for Solo, but he can't help but hear his name the past couple of weeks, so here he is. Now you're going to hear more than just his name. You're going to feel his power and his strength.
Just to speculate a little why the name Royce Keys is in the mouth of the bloodline at the moment, there is some real lack of trust. They suspect there's a potential alliance between Solo and Keys. Keys' denials due to the history between Solo and Royce Keys. Of course,
Look at this.
we've seen Solo time and again trying to recruit Royce Keys and failing.
They show the dolls, but they don't show the names. That's what annoys me.
Royce Keys,
By the way, just a one count. There are moments every time we broadcast a Royce Keys match where the pure power just wows us. That strength and power of Royce Keys.
Yes, I see it. Yes, the Dracula fusion. That's Dracula and Rebecca.
this Royce Keys guy,
I like that. I like it too. I can tell some of them I can tell some of them. Like, yeah, I love also Cleo's with Venus. Yeah, I see it there. Cleo and Venus, and also Toralei and Cleo. Who is this?
Back into the ring and goes
I don't know.
climbing up top. Looking to mount more offensive momentum here.
So another big first powerhouse that Big Jim has been in the ring with.
Count of 2 and change.
Knows exactly what he needs to avoid.
Oh, so that's where Sirena came from.
Keys firmly in control now as the big-time tag team
That Ghoulia doll looks pretty good, but it's kind of boring at the same time.
Earlier, close by the family-like relationship he has with Jacob Fatu. Jacob's in the Big Jim. There is no we in this situation. This is on you to have this match.
Do I remember the Bratz TV show? Of course I do. I grew up with Bratz. If apart from me and my sister, my sister's a Barbie girl and I'm a Bratz girl. So that's why me and my sister will always be on the opposite sides.
As he sends Royce into the edge of our announce desk, Big Jim goes flying. Oh, and up and over! Big Jim just tosses Royce Keys.
I just want Rock versus Roman. Yeah, we all thought so, but it would never happen. They got that honor amongst thieves. I know that not the literally thieves, but I'm just saying that's the only way I could express that.
Now looking to exploit the damage all over the frame of Royce. And the damage done by a 300-plus pound man made of pure muscle go flying over our announce desk. ACOM Center here in Oklahoma City.
Katie and Sadie were annoying, but they're my favorite. Who are they? Because I watch plenty of Brad's movies, but I have missed a couple, so I apologize.
That was the case with both the suicide dive by Big Jim and getting tossed over the announce desk. Now Roy's trying to battle back with a series of right hands, but not enough leverage to get the best of Jimmy Uso. This is just a perfect example for young guys in the locker room of how to neutralize someone who is much bigger, much more powerful than you. The Big Jim has done it to perfection.
The twins, isn't that their name? Oh, you mean the Tweeble? No, you're way off, man. You're way off, man. It's Kirsty and Casey. It's Kirsty and Casey. Those are the Tweebles' names. And they weren't that bad looking. They weren't that bad looking. They're just so dumb sometimes.
What a great job by Big Jim. That speaks volumes to the power that Big Jim holds himself, knows exactly how to use momentum and pop Royce Keys' massive frame up in the air. So he once again crashing back down. Gravity-assisted landing. And that's an arm drop. It's a good stretch of offense.
Justin was alright. I don't know anybody named Justin in Bratz. The only Bratz boys I'm familiar with is Ethan, Cameron, Dylan, and Bryce. Those are the only Bratz boys I'm familiar with. And Kobe. They're my favorite YouTubers. Thank you. For today, you're my favorite viewer. my favorite PK move in the PK curve.
Big Jim, your best chance of winning this one may be slipping away. When he came running in that time. Slam as Jimmy went for the crossbody. Royce turns it into a power slam. Yeah, most athletes just completely incapable of changing the trajectory of Big Jim like we just saw from Royce.
You're one of the few YouTubers who remember Bratz. No, if you're a 2000s baby, you should know what Bratz is. And I am a 2000s baby.
He's been trying to hunt down Solo Sikoa. Instead, he spoke the name of
But don't get me wrong, I like Bratz too. I mean Barbie too. Like, sure, my sister is the huge Barbie fan of the two of us, but she did give me a phase back then because I won't lie, Barbie movies were the shit back then. But now, oh no, thank you. I don't want to be anywhere near Barbie. They got lucky with the live action one. By the way, where the heck is Shinsuke Nakamura? Oh yeah, he's in Japanese wrestling, so I got you on that. He's in Japanese wrestling, so he's perfectly fine. He got transferred.
Watch out! Right on the edge of the reinforced announce desk.
Whatever trickery you try and throw at Royce Key simply does not work.
The crowd imploring for more, he delivers. And just caves in the front hood of the announce desk, and you can see him wincing and writhing in pain, reaching for his ribs.
They did the kidneys of Big Jim at the same time.
Royce isn't done yet. But Big Jim turns it around and smashes him in the
I
face.
gotta get rid of him.
Once again, Big Jim doing an incredible job fighting from underneath and using the momentum of Royce Keys against him. About the only way you can.
Oh boy! Oh, he was looking for Solo. Solo
Oh dear.
got him.
Solo.
But before he can land the spike, help is on the way. 5-2.
Was all behind the referee's back, but now Fatu coming to eliminate Solo Sikoa.
Now are you going to help Royce Keys?
Right hand after right hand. Solo delivering. Look at these two out on the floor. Oh, talking death grip.
Locked in on Solo Sikoa before he can get that spike on Fatu. Oh my God.
You're not gonna grab anyone with those tape around your fingers. I'm just saying. So, I mean, Jacob.
That does it.
You were so bad, Jacob Fatu. Like, I'll never understand. Like, that must be a Samoan thing or something, having tape around your fingers and stuff, because I don't know how anybody could punch or move their hand perfectly with tape wrapped around that thick.
To Solo Sikoa, orders from the OT. Oh God.
Uh-oh, you can't say that, man.
The rails, but do not get in the way of bloodline family business.
Oh no.
Speak to Solo, bring him
You can't add another K to my name.
Solo, you better listen to me. This man, your ass better beg for the family. Cause next time, bitch, I won't stop.
That is what I said. Yeah, and add the unnecessary 3K.
Solo, it is apparently your lucky day because your life must have just flashed before your eyes. Jacob Fatu with a clear message. This is your final warning, Solo. Come to Raw Monday. We want to speak to you on behalf of the OTC Roman Reigns.
You think about all the questions will Solo reunite with the OTC, or will Jacob have to deal with this the hard way, the way he almost did? Monday Night Raw is going to be fascinating based on what we just saw.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see what Solo is going to do. He is stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. It's very difficult to say no to the OTC and that bloodline.
Of course, it's been a wild past couple of weeks within the landscape of WWE. Sami Zayn wins the Undisputed Championship, loses it 9 days later. This was Sami this week on social media.
I have a question. Come with me. I have a question. How is it that after 24 years of crawling and
There,
itching for
that's
every
better.
inch to get the WWE Championship, after I finally get it, 9 days after I get it, that piece of can walk back in here.
Jacob's out of control. I want to drop kick.
My
I want a drug pick from Austin Theory. Austin Theory's not that attractive, but okay. I won't yuck your yum.
He has no business! No business!
Why would they exclude that? Then why did they exclude that? Because no, after he screamed that whole thing, he just broke down and cried. I'm like, no, you didn't have to exclude that.
Gunter. He expressed his frustration over it being you versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. So, can I get your thoughts?
Yeah, I hope everybody's upset about that because I want everybody to get in line. Get in line behind Cody and then they get in line behind Gunter. And as far as
Who do I think is attractive?
much worse, especially
Not really. I don't really think anybody's attractive in WWE anymore. I find the women more attractive in WWE, honestly. And I'm not even bi or a lesbian.
As annoying as Sami can be, he's the only person that didn't give up on Johnny. You know what? He's actually the voice of the voiceless. And as long as Sami held that title, it was hope. Hope for the real underdogs. Hope for Johnny, hope for me, and you stole that from us. So yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself. You got hope for a whole 9 days. Good for you. I hope you can hear me, Johnny Wrestling, because that's who I remember. Johnny Wrestling, not whatever this is. And you, too. You should stop whatever you're doing. Get back in the ring. Get back to doing what you two do best. Whatever this is, it's not working.
I mean, yeah. Someone has to say it. Yeah.
Welcome to Smackdown, chap.
Maybe actually you could have a chance, Finn Balor. I hope so. I'm praying on you, Finn Balor. Okay, maybe Finn Balor is a little attractive. And he actually stands LGBT, so I can get by that. Ethan Page, Aleister Black. Well, yeah, Ethan Page is kind of attractive, and so is maybe Ricky Saints. Dominic would be attractive again. I had the biggest crush on Dominic, but when he grew that mustache, all that went away. Okay, I heard you the first 4 times. Thank you. No need to spam now. Damian Priest is attractive too, but I can't compete with the bisexual Undertaker. Lola got really lucky.
Why are we fighting? Start there.
I think CM Punk is acting like a heel. Did you listen? Not really, but CM Punk is a heel, even when he's not being a heel, so I don't really care that much.
Who's the next big thing? Like Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker has got that dog in him. Hell of a Femi!
I think we gotta pull the trigger on somebody.
If so many great new people. Who's next? That's the one. Clearly the last thing you want for your dancing partner in the ring is to get hurt. Oh, I'm okay. You hear that all the time. Just give me a second.
No one walks away. He skates.
And if I get dinged up in the middle of the match, you quit. What's it say about me?
Breaker lands on the back of his neck! He's okay, he's okay.
I'll run through a wall for this people. Real things happen.
They might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there.
What we do is fine. I'm disappointed in myself.
It's not just your money that depends on it, it's everybody's money.
I feel good. I feel ready. I know the work that I had to put in.
This has consumed me for 23 years.
You
needed to change things for everyone who came behind me.
This is everything I've ever worked for.
There's nothing that I won't do.
The future is now.
This is a moment they're going to replay for years.
Watch the next one.
Like the poster in the background, it's not a poster, it's a fabric banner. A tapestry. The only lady I want in the WWE is B-Fab or PJ Vasta, whoever that is. But B-Fab, yeah, she's pretty attractive. She has great fashion sense, and anybody who has great fashion sense is okay to me.
Series WWE Real is headed your way.
They really have big women in WWE. I saw that. As far as I know, it's just Nia Jax and Lash. But Lash is not that big compared to Nia Jax.
WWE superstars who level up is presented by John, America's number one choice for betting.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You know how satisfying it was watching Lainey mop the floor with Hall of Famer Brie Bella last week?
They don't really have big women in WWE. It's only Nia Jax and Piper Niven. Well, unfortunately, Piper Niven has been fired. But as for Nia Jax, we haven't seen her at all. I understand why we haven't seen Lash, because I think she's if it's a thing, because she just got married to Trick Williams, so they're on a honeymoon, but I don't think so. It applies to Trick Williams because he's actually working, so one of them has to work. So maybe she just has time off. I want wider, not taller. Can't be too wide. There's a limit for how wide you could be. If you're too wide, then that's unhealthy and something's wrong with you. But Nia Jax has gotten skinnier, and even when she was even when she was fatter, she still wasn't that bad. She just was so reckless, that's all. By the way, I love Charlotte's outfit. Those visor glasses are so pretty, and I love her fox fur crop jacket. It's just so pretty. That's very Y2K vintage. Hey, where's the icicles? They don't put the icicles this time, and they have the snow. They have the snow once again, not aiming right where she's at. But maybe it's best that way, because I wouldn't want that so much in my face anyway. Oh, that's your ring. That's your wrestling outfit. That's a cool wrestling outfit. I thought that was just like a standard outfit you were wearing tonight. But that's your ring gear. That's really cool. Whoever did that is awesome for making a whole wrestling gear out of denim. That is definitely Y2K coded, and it would be even more Y2K coded if she had some type of cute patchwork on it. But no, because she likes to have her reflective triangles on all of her clothes. Lady Piper Niven was fired. When did that happen? I think like last year. Yes, it happened last year, but I'm trying to remember how many months ago last year. I think it was like a year and 8 months. A year and 8 months it's been.
Title held by Tiffany Stratton. He's here looking. Sean was sharp right away. Just completely dismissive of Alexa Bliss.
One thing I'll take away from that crop jacket that Charlotte had is the arm tassels, because I understand why she has those, because her whole queen jacket, that she wants to incorporate that into her outfit, but no way I would wear that in public if it has arm tassels like those. I love her pants too. I think they're sweat pants, but they look like denim pants, and I kind of love that. I understand that Charlotte is kind of in mourning though because of that little girl. But good on Charlotte for paying for all their funeral expenses. What is Tiffany Stratton's character? It's pretty much the same thing. Typical white girl. What is Becky up to these days? Having time off. I saw her go to the live action Moana movie premiere. So that's the last I saw of her. That was like 3 days ago.
Face to face with Charlotte again as Alexa tries to fight back. They're trying to goad Charlotte, knowing full well that if Charlotte had have struck Jade, then it would have been a disqualification for Alexa Bliss, and that's something Charlotte clearly wants to avoid. Runs her hard right into the barrier. You can see the pain in the lower back of Alexa Bliss. I mean, it's a physical mismatch between these two. As it is most of the time, Jade Cargill gets in the ring with anyone, but even more so with a diminutive athlete like Alexa Bliss.
I didn't say nothing about Alexa Bliss's gear because she wears the same thing all the time. She just changes the colors from gray to pink.
Now Jade just trying to make this look like child's play.
If it ain't broke.
So far that's the case after a hot start by Alexa Bliss. It was mostly because of Jade's distraction having Charlotte Flair ringside. I'm going to completely manhandle this Alexa Bliss, an all-time resume. Rendered completely inert so far in this one by the power of Jade Cargill. From the outside, B-Fab and Meechin look on.
I also should have said this sooner, but I have an announcement to make on Monday, so just stay tuned and wait for Monday for me to announce it, because it's pretty big. I don't know to who, but for me it's pretty big. So.
Charlotte and this crowd here in Oklahoma City trying to support and rally for Alexa Bliss. But it's Instead, it's Jay just slamming the back of her head down hard. Look at Jay just mocking with the push-ups in total command against Bliss.
She could promise some psychological torture towards Charlotte Flair. That's exactly what the Storm has delivered so far tonight.
Come on, Blister. That's what Charlotte always calls Alexa Bliss.
Well, the little friend Alexa Bliss is fighting back here against Jade.
This is shades of that five-time world champion we talked about earlier. Just staying alive long enough to try and mount this comeback. And boy, is this one turned around.
That was smart to chop down the knee. And then send her right into that corner. Of course, a Night of Champions, it was Flair who hit Jade with the title that cost her a match with Tiffany.
I forgot that Smackdown is no longer on till 11, so at 10:30. So at 10:30 it'll end.
Confident she was in complete control of this one, but eyes only for Charlotte Flair. And the major problem in this match is clearly Alexa Bliss.
Jade rising up to her feet. And just chucks Bliss into the corner.
Major wall of words amidst the firefights.
Catches the crossbody in midair.
Navigating her way out of it. Oh, it's Bliss. Here we go.
Looking for Sister Abigail DDT.
Oh.
But instead it is counter.
They were really struggling.
Alexa Bliss is. Big Fat getting involved.
Oh, yes. Get fucked, little ones. Oh, okay. Oh, that would have been perfect. Whoa. Behind you. No. Oh, don't act like that hit your face, Alexa Bliss, because it didn't. WWE thinks we're that gullible. Hey, don't disrespect Daphne. Don't disrespect Daphne. Nice shirt I have on. Thanks. It was a Digital Circus shirt I found at Five Below. The only thing that has me upset about this shirt is that there's no Kinger on this shirt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Five Below manufacturers tried to make Digital Circus merchandise, but they forget to include Kinger. Like, what's wrong with them? Honestly, I just bought it for her. Where's Gankle? Her and him. Oh dear. Oh no. Hey, Charlotte. I know this is not the time, but I love that crop top you're wearing. That bralette you're wearing, it really does match your denim cargo sweats. Don't touch it. Oh. Solid acting.
Promise what would happen.
I'll tell you right now, Joe, that is one of the most sickening
angles I've ever seen on an elbow. I had an injury similar to that in 2012. I was out for 6 months. I hope it's not that bad for Bliss, but that was absolutely disgusting.
Just an angle that an arm should not be in, a hyperextension of that left arm of Alexa Bliss. We promise to get you a medical update as soon as we can. As you can see, the staff helping Alexa Bliss here. As soon as one's available, we're going to get you an update on Alexa Bliss as we head backstage now. Tough to watch.
Hey, yo, Bo, you see my title?
Someone stole it.
I'm not always stepping on boundaries on this one, but look, baby, I'm
No. Little Yachty stole his title, didn't he?
why champion, the greatest. I'm gonna got your legacy title, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's kind of interesting. No, because that's kind of bullshit, though. They create custom titles for the most randomest... no, because Trick Williams, yes, he deserved to have a custom title, but at the same time, like, why do the main title, why do the non-main titles always have customization, but the actual brand titles don't? And that don't make sense to me, because look at him. He has fox fur on all over his title now. And that's kind of cool. That's definitely a furry's dream. He was trying to break Alexa Bliss arm. That was crazy. That reminded me of when Randy Orton breaking Batista's arm. Wasn't there for that. But I've seen plenty of arm breaking in WWE. Remember when Brock Lesnar used to do that every single time with every single wrestler?
Melo's taking the hard path here in the laydown. This is a fit match. He feels he can earn the title shot. He desperately feels he's owed to him. It is Melo and Trick Williams.
I'm going to turn back on the dryer to dry my mom's clothes.
Why are we fighting? Start there.
Cena's retiring. We know there is a finality.
The last time will indeed be now.
The body is everything. Who's the next big thing?
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker has got that dog in him. I'm a Femi.
I think we gotta pull the trigger on somebody.
There's so many great new people. Who's next? That's the one.
Clearly the last thing you want for your dancing partner in the ring is to get hurt. Oh, I'm okay. You hear that all the time in the ring. Just give me a second.
No one walks away. Escapes.
And if I get dinged up in the middle of the match, quit, what's it say about me?
Breaker lands on the back of his neck. He's okay, he's okay.
I'll run through a wall for this. Real things happen.
They might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there. What we do is why.
I disappointed myself.
It's not just your money that depends on it. It's everybody's money.
I feel good. I feel ready. I know the work that I had to put in.
This has consumed me for 23 years.
I needed to change things for everyone who came behind me.
It's everything I've ever worked for.
There's nothing that I won't do.
The future is now.
This is a moment they're going to replay for years.
By the way, you probably can't see it, but I got a Miku keychain. I got a Miku keychain from a blind bag, and I love it. It's a snow Miku from the music video Snow Mix. I also got a little mini Kuromi. It's so tiny. See, it's a black one though. It's not a purple one. I don't really like black Kuromis though. Because I like purple ones better because it's all pastel-y and stuff. But I got another Kuromi anyway, so I was fine. Hi there. It's insane. It's insane that the the mid the mid card titles always get custom designs, but the main titles don't. And remember when the main titles would always get customized, no matter who it was from, who it was won by. Nothing will ever top, in my opinion, John Cena's spinning championship, as well as Naomi's light up championship, and also Bray Wyatt's basically Fiend skin, sewn title that he had. Those are my top 3 custom titles. John Cena's spinning title, Naomi's light up title, and Bray Wyatt's Fiend skin sewn title. I want heavy metal back in wrestling with good music producer. Yeah, that's dead, my guy. Sorry.
Urgency, please. Oh, please. By all means, move at a glacial pace.
Triple H said it himself. He said, even though he said in his word, heavy metal is not completely dead, but we're moving towards the hip hop era in WWE.
Design of that U.S. Championship by Little Yachty himself for Trick Williams.
The little boy dressing up like him.
What an absolutely gleaming championship brand spanking new.
Hey,
Look at that thing.
That's worth a lot of money now, man.
Legacy edition put forth by Little Yachty himself, who's coming in with the diamond.
It could have at least had some gold on it though. Like, fur is kind of boring because even though fox fur on this title looks nice, it'll get really dirty. You notice Trick Williams only wearing white since been on the main roster. I think that's true, but also not true at the same time, because he did wear a lot of white in NXT too.
Next week, you got yourself a match. But it's not for the championship, relax.
He just wasn't on board with the whole fox coat. He just would come out regular. The only difference that Trick Williams has gotten when he moved to the main roster that he got that 360 platform and the coat. I mean his ring gear. I know what you were talking about, man. I was talking about the same thing. In NXT he wore white too, but he didn't come out with a coat. That's the only thing that really changed about his look. Why they messed up the United States Championship. Fox fur on the title's nothing, but I just don't know why they waste such customization on mid-card titles when they should be doing it on main roster titles. And the title, and the last title that was custom made wasn't even real. Remember Blake Monroe's half lacy and half blooded up title? Yeah, that wasn't even a real title. They just gave it to her just because of the storyline. It was a fake title that they just made for nothing. So I'm like, that title never even became a real title. So why waste such money and time on championship customization when they're for mid-card titles?
What a great night here at the Pikay Center in Oklahoma City as we are just 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from SummerSlam. We found out earlier tonight that CM Punk, the minted undisputed WWE champion, will welcome the challenge of Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. This does not get any bigger than that. Cannot wait for SummerSlam. Right now, we've got a major fight on our hands. US champ Trick Williams looking real good against Carmelo Hayes. Massive job. Reaction of fans in the front row. Could you imagine turning up in the dry cleaners with that United States Championship with that white fur all over it, Joe? I think those eyes.
Calm down, lady.
Careful, that cap was climbing and Trick Williams was fully aware of it. Then throwing everything they've got at one another. Wave vertical suplex in position.
See it again. I was watching wrestling. Rewind. I'm not repeating myself.
Who says that's my guy, but would you look at this? Carmelo! Don't get too cocky around Carmelo Hayes. What an elbow he's just Carmelo talked a little trash last week, said Trick was not continuing the great lineage of Viking champs who have held that championship. Carmelo might be starting to regret those words right about now. Trick Daddy's saying, yeah, I'm whooping that right now.
Trick Dad.
Sits into that corner. The whole ring was shaking.
Meowdy. Meowdy? Meowdy, like the Monster High girl?
Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo catching that turnbuckle about as badly as possible. About trying to turn his way out of it, but getting the angle all wrong, but somehow grimacing through the paint. Now is Melo. Oh, the springboard reverse DDT.
I basically said, why do they spend so much money on mid card titles when they should be spending money on the main titles for customization? That's what I basically said. Like, damn, you can't rewind a couple seconds. I didn't really say it that long ago. They have like, you know, watch live button for a reason.
This is about digging as deep as you can. Substance over style at this point in the fight. The shared history between these two and now centered in trade red hands. Carmelo Hayes interrupted Trick Williams. Oh, pop-up. Uppercut. He said he wants a rematch. Would you look at the dirty Diana from Melo? But it's not enough. And Trick said, go out and earn it. Have this match.
Right after that pop-up uppercut from Trick Williams that would have put most competitors down for the count, Carmelo Hayes somehow bouncing back with freak athleticism, drilling a dirty Diana, and now it is Trick who's completely wrong.
Saw the concern on the face of Lil Yachty here ringside. Gifted him the legacy title. Looking for the counter. Standing switch, back and forth these two go. He lands on his feet, but then is put down, and again.
Drill with a couple of leg lariats right to the jaw was Melo.
Carmelo lifted up by the ears. Back and forth they go. Tricky looking into the cover. To a change.
Melo's body just getting thrown around with a band of clear power advantage for Trick Williams. He knows it, and he's using it to perfection in this one. And right now, Melo is clinging on.
As Lil Yachty paces ringside.
I'll tell you right now, Carmelo Hayes will smack talk the biggest and baddest, but never shies away from backing it up in that ring.
No, he doesn't.
So much abuse here, and still ticking.
Melo looking to find a way. Creating an opening here. Oh, the DDT. Trying to turn him into the cover. And just in time, Trick Williams gets that right shoulder off the mat.
Just brilliant movement again from Carmelo Hayes. Folding Trick Williams up like a hinge. Not quite getting enough to put this one away.
Don't understand why Cody gets his rematch but Sami doesn't. Well, they just said that Sami took a asked for a mental health break, so he got one. So yeah.
Cody will meet at SummerSlam.
But technically, Cody Rhodes never had his rematch either, so I don't think it applies who won the title last. I think it applies like who is the current title and who is the current title holder, and they have to fight the current title holder. That's why it should be a triple threat. Yeah, but do we really want to go through another triple threat just with two different, one different person? Because who's to say that Gunter won't be added and it becomes a fatal four-way?
So much taken out of Melo, not least from that incredible frog splash as Ricky Saints looks on. Melo just couldn't hook a leg on that pin. And that perhaps is why Trick Williams is still alive in this.
He's going to mess this up for both of them. I like them even better. Put the strap on Gunter. No, thank you.
Instead, Trick looks to counter. Looking for a quick one is Melo. Back and forth they go. Seesaw action here in the
none of these men deserve to be champion with what's happening right now. If it was any other circumstances, sure, but everything that's happened is just all wrong. So I don't see a good output for either of these men holding the title with the way this story is right now. This is really all a matter. This is all a matter of who do you like more? But to be honest, I don't like any of these men a lot more.
Absolutely baffled is Trick Williams and Lil Yachty on the outside. How the hell does Melo kick out?
That trick kick, cyclone, and somehow Melo withstands it. Man, he just caught the edge of the apron hard.
Yeah, that was an ugly landing and
Oh.
got one right on the jaw then. Inadvertent elbow completely dropping Trick Williams' hype man.
Yachty is down.
Baron Corbin? What the hell? Baron Corbin is here. We thought he was gonna be Danhausen's creation. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? No, because you see how WWE hypes us for the right people, but do it in the worst way. We haven't seen him for a year. It's more than that, man. We haven't seen him for 3 years. That's why I can't be too excited about this. Like, no. See? Like, yes, I'm happy you're here and all, but no, this is not the way to do it. It's good to see you, though, man. People don't know what you're doing here, though, in this specific situation. Yeah, holy shit, indeed. Welcome back, man. Welcome back, man. I still don't know what that was all about, though. And do you look paler? Do you look even whiter now? Whatever. That just happened. I can't believe what we were supposed to be excited for got ruined again by WWE. So now what is underneath Danhausen's? Now what's behind underneath Danhausen's sheet? Because, yeah, everyone has the same reaction as I am. They're shocked that Baron Corbin is here, but they don't get why he was put here. Because, yeah, Baron Corbin was U.S. Championship when he left. Like, you know, he lost it, I forgot to who, but I don't understand, like, you know, why he would come back after that title. When I come back to WWE, I don't have the U.S. title on my mind. I'm just saying. And Barrett totally lied to us. It's been like 3 or 4 years since we've seen Baron Corbin. Not even. It's been like probably 5 or 6.
Needed to change things for everyone who came behind me. There's nothing that I want to do.
The future is now.
This is a moment they're going to replay for years.
Baron Corbin came out of nowhere. That was a surprise. Yeah, but not a good one. I'm happy to see him, but I'm not happy about the way he was input. Oh well, maybe what you call my news sources can enlighten me on the situation once they figure out reasons why as to it was played out this way. But I can see this on the trend. I can see this on the trend list for a couple hours. Let's see what they're saying now, because I know what's happening right now.
Hunter and Cody Rhodes are meeting up at SummerSlam in 3 weeks.
Yep, Baron Corbin already #1 trend. Baron Corbin, return to WWE. What the hell is going on? Why is Baron Corbin here? Yay, Baron Corbin's here. What a shocker. Okay, so people are pretty excited for the most part, but at the same time, there's mixed reaction. He didn't even go after the world title. So at the moment, people are just excited he's here, but they're like saying at the same time, why did he come back to do this?
Well, I gave Nick all this time until the end of this evening. So here we are. I waited long enough. Nick, come out. Tell me your decision.
Oh, that's a good compilation.
Come on, Nick. There he is.
Okay, Gunter. I've had time to think about everything you said. And in spite of everything that's happened between us, and in spite of the way that you talked to me in my office earlier tonight, I've decided I'm going to give you exactly what you want. You want Cody Rhodes? I'll give you Cody. You want CM Punk? I'll give you Punk. I'll give him to you in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden.
The concept of Baron Corbin getting more TV time than Ilya Dragunov.
Saturday night's main event.
Twitter be funny sometimes.
And Cody Rhodes team up to face you and a man who equally wants to get his hands on those two men. Your friend and mine, the last real good guy, Sami Zayn.
Fatal 4-way.
Fix my mistake. Hey, while we're on the subject of fixing mistakes, the only mistake I need to fix is thinking that you would be a giant pain in my ass if I signed you to this brand. As for SummerSlam, the main event for SummerSlam remains the same. It will be Cody Rhodes challenging CM Punk for the WWE.
Not the answer that Gunter was looking for. Gunter is being
Okay, so maybe this is an in-ring return after all. At least I kind of hope, because this is getting ridiculous. Because I feel like I'm watching Sonya Deville. I feel like I'm watching Sonya Deville and Naomi just having beef with each other for no reason.
Help him, please!
There is a no! Do not cross as a professional fighter! And Gunter has just blown right across it!
It would be more interesting. It would be more interesting if the actual superstars came out like they used to, instead of just stupid ass officials. No offense. No offense. You know, Seth Rollins' old security guards. I forgot what their names are.
That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. This is out of control right now. Officials and producers cannot contain Gunter right now.
At least this is
Slippers back in.
At least this is light compared to what others got. Other of Gunter's victims got. This is light compared to what happened.
But the repercussions right now are all on GM Nick Aldis, who has been completely wiped out.
And that's how they ended. Lovely.
He's going in for more. Come on. Stop this. Help Aldis, please.
Aldis is just completely limp at this point. Where the hell are the security guards?
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
Release the hold!
He didn't like the answer he got it. This is
Why put the water? Why put the watermark on? Why put the watermark if you if why put the watermark on if you were going to? You assholes, WWE. Like seriously, why put the watermark if you were planning on cutting it off like that? You're such assholes. Whatever. Yeah, I am. This would have been a fine, decent SmackDown if we didn't just get all that stuff that escalated in the last 15-20 minutes. But whatever, WWE just does whatever they feel like it because they like, hey, what if we tried this? Do we get you for Saturday night? Yeah, you do, but that's not this week. That's next week. We got you. I got you for that though. That's next week though, so we don't have to worry about that. But that's it for this stream. Cause I kind of have nothing to really say because my mind is still like not really fully on board ever since Baron Corbin came out. So that needs to be on my mind for a little while. But yeah, maybe there will be Aldis versus Gunter match, and that could. I can't really say much about Nick Aldis' time in the ring because I had no idea he was even in the ring until if they haven't mentioned it themselves. But either way, let's see. But I highly doubt it'll be any good because if it didn't work out for Pat McAfee, how do you think it's gonna work out for Nick Aldis? Like that doesn't mean really anything. Like, sure, a retired wrestler has a better chance to probably win against Gunter, but I highly doubt it. So, if a non-wrestler personnel couldn't win, what makes you think a retired wrestler will? But okay, let's try it because I mean, hey, they need more matches, so why not? So, with that said, the Not Gonna Chew Out streams, Instagram, and Discord are in the description below. I'm on hiatus until further notice, but follow them anyway. My donation links, Ko-Fi, Cash App is in the description below too. Any and all donations are accepted and appreciated. Thank you. And the wrestling server is in the description below as well. And it's for today's show only. So if you want to watch something else from another wrestling company, just click on the home watermark above, and you can see the full selection from UFC to TNA to Honor of Glory, MJW, professional Japanese wrestling, anything. Just click the home watermark above and you can see all that's on or upcoming. And if you need to watch SummerSlam or Saturday Night Main Event next week, that's your way to watch it. So, but that's it. I'm just going to watch the episode of The Shy because that's on right now, and I watch that every Friday, so I'm gonna go watch that, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I'll see you guys on Monday, so take good care. Thanks for being a part of the Pikay crew, and remember, do it with idle energy. Bye!